So I got a copyright, so I'm just going to speak over her. She's going to make some cake pops. You know, oh my God, I'm so tired, you guys. It is 5 a.m. I spent all night doing this video. I do not feel good today. I've been shaking all day. I don't know what's wrong. I don't feel good. I just don't feel good. I'm going to try and hurry and just get it over with, and I'll just sleep till noon, I guess. Oh my God. Anyways, I have to take out a bunch in the video, and she's going to show us her little quirky, fun trip to Wally World, where she's going to make her own cake pops. When is she ever going to make something that's healthy and something that is beneficial for her family? Because I don't ever see that. It's just a bunch of sugar. A ton of sweets and a ton of sugar. Oh my gosh, look. The baby is not in a onesie, just like someone commented on the video that got copyrighted. I didn't realize that, but yes. And the baby does look cute. She looks adorable. You're still exploiting your baby. Just because you're not showing her face, you're still exploiting her, Gypsy. But let's just take a look. Her nails are done. Her $2,500 wig is on. And she's spending like nothing. Remember Bree's life? She's like, I'm not rich, but I'm well off. Oh my God. So, I had to go. My TV just clicked on one of my videos and the volume was up. And I don't know, I picked up a song in the last video. It glitched, it paused anyway, so I don't really care if I did get a copyright, to be honest. But did you just see her put her baby in that shopping cart without putting any kind of cover down in the shopping cart to keep her from getting back to... Do you see the people that are pushing those carts? They pick up meat, raw meat packages that leak blood, then touch the shopping cart handle. Not only that, she turned her back on the baby in the parking lot and put the groceries in first. Common sense is gone with her. Completely gone when it comes to parenting. This is... I'm mind blown, to be honest. I'm truly mind blown that she would think it would be okay to put the groceries... I don't even put my purse in last. It goes in first. Then I load my car. Why would you do that with your baby? That's your baby. Do you know how quick somebody could have snatched that baby? It's so annoying, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Lick the raw egg. Oh, don't act like you didn't do it. And then does a little dancey dance. So I don't see how I could get a copyright for this. I've completely lowered it. I'm not even going to play the full video, and I'm speaking over it completely. So this is fair use. I don't understand. Whatever. Anyways. My point is, she's spending all this money on this junk. I don't get it. And it's money that she's benefiting financially from her crime. The MURDER of her mother. My mind is still blown by this, you guys. My mind can't wrap this, around it, that she is allowed to make money off of her victim. I'm mind blown. This infuriates me. Infuriates me. Look at her. She has a candle on the stove. A scented candle now. And baking. Oh my dear God. I don't get it. I do not get it. I'm going to cut it off here, because all she does from here is, didn't know she needed a 4th egg and vanilla. And she doesn't even show the finished product. She wants you to come back for part 2 so she can get some more likes. I can't with her. I can't. Oh, look. Her little glare on her glasses is going to show. Gypsy, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't help. But yeah. I don't know. I'm so tired, you guys. I'm grumpy. I'm really grumpy. I'm going to cut it off here, though. There's really nothing to see, and the music hurts your ears bad. Okay. I hope this is okay, but I don't know. Anyways, when you look at pictures of Dee Dee and you look at pictures of Gypsy, what do you notice? Gypsy is always smiling. Always. She is always smiling. It doesn't matter. We all see pictures of and videos of children who are going through ABUSE. They will still smile, but you see that hurt behind their eyes. You don't see that with her. She's grinning ear to ear. She's happy as can be. You don't see Dee Dee wearing nails, getting her hair done, wearing new clothes, wearing makeup. Dee Dee didn't do anything for herself. It was all for Gypsy. And I've always said this. I don't feel it was Dee Dee as much as I do feel it was Gypsy, because Dee Dee did think she was sick. Dee Dee did think that, and I said it in my videos before, she had to meet certain criteria to get, these resources. And again, Gypsy played on her symptoms and her sickness out and about. Look how she was in the interrogation, acting like a extra baby talking there. You don't think she's going to do that to get a free trip? Yes, I do. I just don't think Dee Dee did this. What is she gaining from it other than getting Gypsy stuff? Nothing else, that's for sure. It sure isn't anything else. And do you see this, guys? Do you see this picture right here where Dee Dee's got her hand on his ear, rubbing Rod's ear? Here's Gypsy. Gypsy probably is about 6 years old here, at least. Why on earth, if he's with Kristy, would Dee Dee be rubbing his ear, him have his head against hers like lovers do, and Gypsy having the audacity to say that Dee Dee, we don't know if Dee Dee had a miscarriage. She could have. Do I think Rod could have cheated with Dee Dee while having issues with Kristy? Absolutely. He went back and forth from woman to woman to woman when he left Dee Dee. And that whole Sebastian name on the Wi-Fi that they had this big blow up about too was a device. And it was a device Dee Dee named, because she named this, told everybody in the neighborhood, which, by the way, not one person has verified and said they ever heard that. So, I don't know. Did she have a miscarriage? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? She said she had a miscarriage, and then she said she had a stillbirth. Gypsy, again, I'll say it, you do realize that when you miscarry, depending on how far along you are, you still have to go through labor and give birth to a stillborn baby. A lot of times it's still the same. I just want to throw that out there too. But she said she named that boy Sebastian. I do not believe that. I believe that is 1000% made up to cover Gypsy's tracks. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. I say that because you're going to tell me that when Gypsy went to prison, one of her inmate prison buddies just happened to know a Sebastian that she used to date and said, hey, I have a pen pal for you. There was a device connected to their Wi-Fi, and whoever owned that device, their name was Sebastian. There is no coincidences with Gypsy. She tried to say that her mother said that was the name of, telling everybody in the neighborhood. Like I said, nobody can verify that. Nobody's ever heard about it. Gypsy had a relationship and used him to even make Ken jealous. I know I'm not falling for it. I absolutely think that there is more to Sebastian. And I think she lied and made that whole story up about Dee Dee, to be honest, naming the baby Sebastian if Dee Dee was pregnant. Like I said, I'm not going to say she isn't, but Gypsy, you're a liar. Okay, so you guys remember me showing evidence photos, and Gypsy just posted her Hallmark moment, living in her Hallmark era. Decorating her Christmas tree, which was, down there at the bottom right here up the upper left. That's from her house, from the evidence, from the crime scene photos. I am not saying it is, but do you remember last year Ken went and got a tree? She got angry because she wanted a tree from Rod and Kristy. Look in the house. That was, a tree Rod had in storage. She wanted to use that. And if you look at these trees, they look like the same tree. This is from the evidence photo. I just went to the drive. This is from the evidence photo. You can't tell me that's not the same. It looks like the same tree. And I could not say this. Gypsy, you were 24 years old, and you couldn't help your mother who was sick clean your own room. Look at that mess. It is, like I've said, like you've said, everything's been handed to you. You couldn't even clean your own room, clean up your own mess. Do you know Nick said in the interrogation that he wasn't quite expecting her house to be such a pigsty? He wasn't quite ready for that. Take a look at that pink nail polish bottle. There's powder or dust. If that's dust, that's a lot of dust, but I don't think it is. I think it's baby powder or carpet freshener. To try to help hide the smell. But it's on top of that pink nail polish. That's Dee Dee's photo. Or Dee Dee's mom's photo, sorry. It's all over the phone. Nobody's touched it. That's a lot of dust, if that's what it is. I don't think it is. And she said that these tire tracks in the yard, you guys, on Breeze Live, they're from her wheelchair. Okay. Wow. That's some, it looks like dually truck tires to me. Honestly, it just doesn't, it's not wheelchair skid marks. I can't believe sometimes she says the things that she does say with seriousness. There's some more powder at the bottom of the door. Or carpet fresh. Don't know which it is. But yeah. Again, back to it. It looks like the same tree. And I'm going to show you her photo. And it's definitely not a pre-lit tree. I would think it was an older tree. All trees now are pretty much pre-lit that I've seen. I don't know. I mean, I look at the trees. I looked last year. They were all pre-lit. They're crazy expensive. But look at the edges. They just look the same. The shape of it, the style of it, everything. And look at the tree there. It is, y'all. It is the same tree. And look at her hanging the stockings on the wall when she has a fireplace mantle. Why? Who does that? This makes me angry because last year I lost all my Christmas stuff in the hurricane. My roof collided in the hurricane in October. I got to save like 3 boxes. That was it. I couldn't replace it, so this makes me angry. Like I said, she gets all this stuff from her mom or benefiting financially from taking her mother out of this world. It's not okay. To one more thing, and I won't keep y'all for an hour. So I just read you guys an email where Ken and Kristy ganged up on her and called her two-faced and a liar, because that's what she does. She does lie. She is two-faced. She's telling Kristy one thing and Ken another, and then they confront her and they call her a liar and two-faced. So I don't know who she's writing this to. I think it's to Jeff, if I'm not mistaken. This is from Lil Frodo in GRB. Thank you, Lil Frodo. Hey, Blank. Well, on New Year's Day, Blank tells me that he spoke with his mom, dad, sister, and Blank. And everyone said the same thing. Why now? What's the rush? They all support the relationship 100%, but one is to... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is not to Jeff. This is about Ken. I'm sorry. To weigh out the pros and cons of doing it now. And it's kind of messed up, but Blank tells me... Blank said she does not support the idea of us getting married in here, then going home to him, as well as taking it upon herself to speak for my father, saying my father will be so upset with him for taking his daughter away after the fact of him not being able to be in my life before. So she's talking about Kristy. It's kind of messed up, but Ken tells me Kristy said. That's who it is. Then Kristy talks to me and says, no, Ken talks to me and says, no, she didn't say she doesn't support our decision, that she and Dad accepted it. Oh, it might be Mia. I don't know. I won't guess on this one. Then Blank. We're going to say Blank here. Talks to me and said, no, she didn't say she doesn't support our decision, that she and Dad accepted it. It's not ideal, nor does she like the fact I would go home with Blank, Ken. But it's my life and choice to make, so she's addressing it one way with me and another with him. I emailed my father to ask for his thoughts on the matter, because I don't think it should be only Blank speaking for my side of the family, Kristy. Kristy and Blank and I have a visit next weekend, so I'll know for sure if we are or aren't. Well, you aren't getting married. Just let you know ahead of time there, Gypsy. In July, we need to have that one-on-one time and talk it over, just us. Things have been rocky on more than the topic of the wedding with Blank. Don't get me wrong, it's Kristy. With Kristy. Don't get me wrong, I love her, but all the TV show media fame is putting a strain on our bond. Myself, Blank, Ken, my father, and friends have all spoken on behalf of me, trying to be a voice of reason to try and get her to respect my wishes. The thing is, she's going along with this with Kristy too, but then Ken puts his foot down. And then it's too late once you've already accepted contracts and agreements, etc., etc. Well, in all honesty, Kristy's been cheated on by Rod. I don't ever think she was going to be your mama. I'll be your mama. She wasn't. Anyways, completely in this continued spotlight attention fest, asking that she and the Blanchard family move on from the painful past. No more interviews, no more shows or public articles. Well, needless to say, she continues to be the front runner for any camera that offers. It's kind of sad. She is such a good person, but I think what started as being a support Gypsy thing is now something entirely different. Listen to this. I truly don't want any more TV shows, interviews, or public attention about me or my past. It makes my prison stay hard because women judge me, and it makes it very hard to become something other than Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the formerly abused girl whom red-rummed her mother. So I'm going to stop right there for a second. That is not what they thought of you. After speaking to you, they knew you weren't a BUSED, just like we know that you're. Do you see the delusion within this girl? It's ridiculous. But listen to this now. She knows in her head exactly. She is proud of this. approximately 2 documentaries, 6 TV specials, 3 scripted shows, and countless news articles. I'm done. Okay. I've opened up about my life in the hopes I could be an advocate for ABUSED children with parents of MVP. You did nothing. Do you see how she continuously says this throughout emails and in interviews throughout the entire time in prison, and then comes out again not taking accountability and blaming us, the people, the followers, the content creators, everybody, for forcing her because she one time misspoke and said she wanted to be an advocate once. I've at least read it 100 times in the emails. This is what she can't. She's just a liar. But I'm still healing from my scars and want to just live and create a new beginning for myself. I have an amazing man in my life who gives me the hope. I'm not reading no more because I'm sick of this Ken and her disgusting ridiculousness. I'm going to say it again. Anyone who validates this girl who offered up her 13-year-old daughter, who was going to be sat down and talked to and made sure they understood that their dad was going to have to take their B and not speak about it ever, because he is the man of the house. He is the provider, that they have this special bond and relationship, and that little girl would just have to deal with it. If you think that's normal and you see this girl has, hold on, let me get out of this real fast. This girl right here that y'all want to say was a little girl that was 23, 3 weeks away from being 24, so I'm saying 24, plotted 2 different times before she took her mother out. Picked up a pew pew BB gun, thought it was real, unloaded it on Dee Dee, and Dee Dee defended her. It is crazy what a mother's love can do. And Dee Dee, she defended her 1 too many times. She also took a dagger and chased her through the house. That didn't work. And if you can do that, you're going to sit here and tell me that she couldn't tell nobody, she couldn't get up and run away. Tried to take her life twice. Dee Dee lied for her, even gave a fake police report to keep her from getting in trouble, and Gypsy couldn't walk away. And y'all believe it? At this point, it is insane to try to get somebody to understand the facts of this case instead of what comes out of her mouth that changes more than her personalities. I won't say panties because her hygiene is horrible. So, and you can see that by her video that she just did. Her tongue is white. Gypsy, you have false teeth, but you still have to take care of them. And that is blatantly clear she doesn't. Toothbrushes are for your mouth. Just saying. Let's watch this really quick too. And I showed you guys when her and Ken went to Universal and he jump scared her walking through, like it was during Halloween, and he just like yelled at her out of nowhere because they were walking through like the haunted area. And she did the jabbing, stabbing motion to him. Look what she does right here, complaining about baby arugula. I'll say that because I like that better. Not liking, being picked up from the bathwater and instantly crying for the towel. It's pretty much every baby Gypsy, but just watch what she does at the end. Pay attention.
So it's usually at that point that she starts getting fussy.
Yeah, I gotta be ready with the towel the second she's ready to come out. Otherwise she'll start screaming her little head off.
Okay.
Did you see that? Let me just show you just that part alone. Here we go. Close up. Do you see her mouth and her licking with her white tongue again? She can't stand it. That's by No Market 7691. I can't. This girl has zero empathy for anybody but herself. I just couldn't. This is a little teeny baby at this moment that she's talking about too. I could never. Oh my gosh, I could never. I'm going to leave you guys with this right here. This is from Serious Will, and of course it's from Ashley Baby. I don't hardly get on my TikTok. The main reason that I don't post on my TikTok now is because if I do post anything about her directly, I get a violation. So, and honestly, you can't even hardly leave a comment there without getting a violation. I just don't enjoy TikTok anymore. And it's drama. And it's a lot of negativity there on TikTok. So I feel better speaking here and being able to talk to women and other people, and I just really prefer being here. Yes, I have a lot more followers on my TikTok, which Gypsy are all organic and real followers. I know it's not a crazy amount, 120 some thousand followers, I think, or 30, I can't remember. I really don't know. I do post stuff on TikTok about Gypsy, but you got to realize that once your account is bananaed, like taken down, and it was, for speaking on this stuff, when you do get it back, you will never get those same views again. My own following doesn't get notified of my videos now. You will never regain. You're pretty much sent to the home page, not a For You page. You're just sent to the content. I don't know how to explain. I forget how to explain it. You just will not get back onto the algorithm. Every once in a while, you'll get lucky with something small, and I do that. I just use TikTok now for just straight silly little videos, like singing, dancing, my feelings, etc. But to try to get my point across, I can't do that there. Every single time I have, and I use it for anything about missing people, red rums, help, advocating, my account gets a violation. So right now my account will never hit that FYP for anything like this now. That's the sad thing about TikTok. But you can be a predator on there and they will boost you. You can be like Gypsy and they will boost you. You can be a P3DO and boy, you will get the views and the live viewers, etc. But not when you're trying to do what I am. If my account wouldn't have been removed completely, me having to appeal for like I did for a month, yeah, maybe. And it might be possible, but it's pretty hard, really, to get back onto the FYP. You can see my content, how from a year and a half ago to now, it is completely done. Like, which it went down anyways when they changed their algorithm. They redid everything. I went from 50K views easily a video to 1,000 and struggling to hit 1,000. So that alone was already hard. And then I got in trouble. And like I said, they would report me for anything, stuff that wasn't true. And TikTok doesn't check that. They don't care. I'm not going to say which one, but you can report one. You don't get to appeal it. It doesn't matter if they verified it or not. When it's put through certain things, you get that violation. You don't get to appeal it. And that's unfair. So, anywho, TikTok, if I do go there, I'm going to lose my entire account there if I continue to speak there. So I stop completely. I just really can't do much there. I'm going to try, but I'm going to make sure I do where it leads it to here, to help get Because I'm like, I'm friends with Jenny McCarthy, you know, on TikTok. I have a lot of big friends on there. I would love for them. You know what? I'm going to message Jenny McCarthy. I absolutely am. Okay, here is her page. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. She responds to me in comments. She's commented on my videos. You guys, I'm going to see if she can help me with something. I absolutely am. I don't know why I never thought of this. You can see right here, I'm friends with her. Let me go to my page. Oh my gosh. I haven't been on here in forever. I don't like TikTok. It's negative. I have to go message her for some help. I do believe she will help me. She is such a sweetheart. I promise you. I do think she will. Let me see where I'm at on my page. 133, almost 134K followers. So, look how young. I mean, and these aren't my biggest videos. I put my smaller videos on there. I had several videos. My likes are at 1.5. I got more likes than Gypsy. But again, yeah, this is my page. So, all right, you guys, I'm messaging Jenny McCarthy. She has access to mainstream media. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Okay, so let me play this. I'm leaving you with this right here with Ashley Baby because it's another thing, and I agree with Ashley. I enjoy her content. She calls out a lot of, and it's weird because I always credit her, but I'll notice that we speak a lot on the same things, and I promise you, I have not seen her content, and she will see things that I guess I mean, how can we all not, you know, we all see each other's videos, we all read the same stuff, the same documents, see the same photos, so yeah, I appreciate her view, and she's just to the point and direct. I like that too. I kind of wish I could be more direct like her and say it with the fierceness she does, and I can't. But let's listen to her.
I had asked her, you know, if I can go to the bathroom. She doesn't chain me, take me to the bathroom, but then chain me back up to the bed.
I had to urinate on myself or in a bucket.
Again, so Bree's whole life was invalidating, you know, her abuse, and I don't think there was much said. Let me go down here and see. There really wasn't much said about the live. Did I already miss it? Oh, do you guys remember this? Because I do. What happened to that Facebook page? Stand with Survivors. 0 followers, 0 likes. Also, Gypsy has lost 500,000 followers since January 14th. That's 500,000 people stopped following her. And that's probably the real followers, not the fake ones. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. But as far as Bree's live, her epic live, it was honestly ridiculous. It was nothing. Oh, and so someone's talking about, I know I'm skipping the thing with Bree's live though. I was gonna say really fast, nothing happened. She made it seem like Becca actually came on the live from what I just seen on her TikTok, and I've not seen anything posted about that. And I think Becca would have spoke on it, and she hasn't. But she said her sniffing is her ticks. I swear, this girl, I cannot. All the sniffing is ticks, and she went over Becca's private life again, and people calling her out, and she had a meltdown, and it was a bunch of word salad, so nothing. But the video that we showed yesterday where Gypsy was feeding the baby making the video like Mia, but then added the morning breakfast with the baby, and it was ridiculous. It was packaged carb sugar crap. That's all it was in a bottle. That baby probably didn't eat any of that food and never had. It was staged. Just like I was saying in the beginning, she wants to be an influencer. This is where it's heading. This is always what she's going to want. This is always what she wanted. That baby is a last-ditch effort. Mark my words, that face will be shown, and they will be doing mommy-daughter content soon. Mark my words. Because you are exploiting your daughter, Gypsy, whether you show her face or not. Why are you showing the back end of your child? That's worse, in my opinion. But let's read this, because she said she can't cook her food, etc. After Aurora was born, I felt like the biggest failure as a parent when I didn't produce enough milk. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I do not believe that she couldn't produce milk. She just didn't like the fact that she had to get up, feed. That's my opinion. Breastfeeding is not easy. It's hard. It hurts. And you have to take time away from the TV, the internet, the cameras. You can't just sit there. You have to actually go feed your baby. You can't just stuff a bottle in front of it and prop it up with a blanket underneath it, which is what I think she did half the time. I wanted to breastfeed so bad. I had a hand pump. I had an electric pump. They're still both pumps, whatever. I had pumps for on the go, whatever. I had everything to breastfeed, and then my milk didn't come in. I just don't believe her. I'm sorry, I don't, you guys. I don't. It's just my opinion. Allegedly. And I remember the pressure from everyone around me. That's when I heard a story. This is where I know it's fake. This is where I know it's fake. She heard a story. Nobody pressured her. That's bullcrap. You know what? My family never pressured me. The nurses never pressured me. Of course they wanted me to breastfeed, and I did. But my very first child, I just wasn't comfortable with it. I was young and I felt uncomfortable. I never was shamed for not wanting to do that. It is best for your baby, but what is best for your baby? That it's getting fed? Come on now. She heard a story that a woman was so desperate to breastfeed that her baby actually starved and didn't make it. What is that? Didn't make it that, I started understanding that fed is best. Whatever. Influencers sure can option to meal prep. I have to figure that out in my head, y'all. But I feel like all of that is for aesthetics, and the typical life of mom is far too busy with cleaning, cooking, bonding time, doing laundry, making sure all the things are done that is easier to have foods that are ready to eat, especially when your little one is throwing a fit. Gypsy, shut the F up. You don't do none of that. And that's all that video was for aesthetics. Get that. Shut the front door. Oh my God. Okay, y'all, I can't. Oh my God. I'm so done. All right. I am going to message Jenny McCarthy and pray that she will give me some information. Lead me in the right direction. Or maybe she'll even do a live with me. I'm going to ask her. I am. Because you know what? They keep wanting to say, and I was going with this with Bree's Live, invalidating her ABUSC. No. I am doing this because she invalidates all of my ABUSC, your guys' ABUSC, anybody who went through all those ABU abuses that she claims that wasn't real. And you know what? Invalidating DDs. That's the main thing too. Okay. I need to get off here. I'm going to try and message her, hopefully. I've never messaged her. I don't bother anybody like that. I promise you, like, I'm friends with people on TikTok and Instagram. Even here on YouTube, I have friends on YouTube that have like 9 million followers. I would never just message them because I feel like I'm bothering people. And I don't want to be that bother, you know. And she's famous. See, Gypsy, she's really famous. That's a celebrity. You're not. Anywho, I love you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But we're going to get Dee Dee's ABUSC validated because I'm tired of Dee Dee being invalidated. I love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I just thinking too much about all of this and the Christmas tree thing and other stuff, etc.? I don't. Because that's Gypsy in a nutshell. Every bit of that. This. She is a narcissist, absolutely. Psychopath, absolutely. Antisocial personality disorder, absolutely. In my opinion, allegedly, for entertainment and educational purposes only. All right, I'm going to let you go. Hope you have a good night. And please like, subscribe, hype. Thank you, R Forest 304 for the super. And I'm pretty sure, let me go see really fast. Sabrina, the middle-aged witch. Thank you. And one more. Snack Pants. I love Snack Pants. I love that name. Thank you guys for the supers. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And let me know if you guys want to do a live tomorrow. I'm game. Let me know what you think. All right, I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Good night.